All right, come on. See, I saved you from yourself, Cindy. You was about to say something weird. See, I started clapping. Uh, Good morning, guys. It is a Wake the F Up Monday. It is Monday, June the 3rd, 2024, 9 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platform, guys, and we truly appreciate all you guys for tuning in this morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Please, if you don't mind, like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Definitely, this is where you want to get your morning love, but most importantly, the only place on earth where you get your morning start right. To the Queen, SennyJ, looking good over there. Good morning, young lady. Skin looking good. God bless. How are you? How are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm still here. I'm doing well. Um, I am here to bring you Senny Says, where I'm going to be letting you know who is having the best week ever and who is having the worst week ever. I'm also going to be bringing you front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Of course, you want to stick around for all that, and we definitely appreciate you. We look forward to this exciting week on the show. We're here till today, God willing, Thursday and Friday. So we definitely appreciate you out here in the state of Pennsylvania on the east coast of the country. The weather is really beautiful this morning. Went outside, heard the birds chirping, the squirrels, running around. My dog was happy. It was all good for the moment. And we just need to realize in the moment how grateful we are in spite of what we go through. You heard the saying there, but for the grace of God go I. Even if things are going bad, trust me, we know this. There's people that got it 10 times worse than us, but we don't realize it because we caught in the moment of what we're going through, which to me is also, valid. But for once, guys, please, on a Wake the F Up Monday, before we start this show, I'm gonna use an old cliche. They say, "Wake up and smell the roses." That sounds corny now because social media and the internet has diluted every kind of saying that we used to say that has some type of valid feelings to our connection. Social media has removed that. But I just want to say this. Good morning, my man, Robert McFall. God bless you, brother. Just like I was just saying, wake up and smell the flowers. You can wake up.
Just like I was
And you can smell the flowers. But
Sorry.
that's corny when you say things like that.
Yeah, it
Cindy
is.
J, I want to say to you, I look at Cindy like one of my beloved daughters. Like Cindy's like would be an older daughter to me. God bless you. You're looking good. Great skin. I just said that. Cindy, can I borrow your skin? Cindy, let's trade faces for one day. Okay? Let's trade faces this morning. And if you think you're going through whatever you're going through in your life is horrific, imagine walking around with my face on your face. Imagine being a man for 2 hours. A lot of you women have always criticized us, rightfully so. We've done some things. And we always talk about being in a woman's shoes, and I understand that and I respect that. But Cindy J, I want you to walk in the shoes of Shawn Harvey, Mike Grassley, and Robert McFall at the same time.
Wow.
With all the things that us men have been through in our lives. That's why I say this. Put some gratitude in your attitude on a Wake the F Up Monday. Cindy, you could be walking around with my face, and you could walk around with the trials and tribulations of Mike Grassley, Robert McFall, and Shawn Harvey for a whole entire lifetime. Cindy,
Wow.
you would break down in 3 minutes.
Wow.
So sometimes, because Robert McFall and Mike Grassley and myself, we'll take your problems any day, Cindy J. We'll take them.
No, you won't.
Yes, we will. We'll take them yes, we will. We will take your little bullshit problem because And I'm not clicheing it, but being a black man in America is
Oh,
10 times
Lord.
a hardship than being an African American woman. That's another thing to talk about. But what I'm saying to you is this, Cindy, regardless of what you're going through today, you could be walking around with Shawn Harvey's face. Remember, guys, gratitude, before we start the show, gratitude in your attitude. I know it sounds corny today, but 30 years ago, it was is in its worth in the weight of gold when we used to say these things. I want to bring them back. I want to bring them back. I'll give you another one, Cindy, from back in the day. You want to hear it?
Sure.
It
Why
might
not?
sound corny to you before we start the show, but it used to rock back in the day. You want to hear this one, Cindy?
Go ahead, Sean. Let me
Let me
have
get a
it.
drum roll, please, then, young lady.
Oh,
Birds of a feather flock together.
please. What is
Tell me
that?
who you tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are.
Oh my God.
Shawn Harvey chooses to hang with the winners today. Cindy, do you want to hang with the winners today before we start this show?
Yeah, Sean, I
You
do.
sure? But Cindy,
I
are
wanna
you sure
I
you want
wanna
Cindy? Cindy,
oh
are you
sorry.
sure? Cindy, are you sure you want to hang with the winners?
Yeah, I wanna hang with the winners. Why is my iPad? I'm trying to share
I
the show.
I know it sounds corny. I know that. But I want to hang with the winners today. Who's the winners? Mike Grassie's a winner. Robert McFall's a winner. Nicole Harris is a winner. Harvey want to hang with the winners. Stephanie K, she's a winner. Cindy, I ask you one more time before we move on a Wake the F Up Monday. Do you want to hang with the winners?
Yeah, Sean, please. Send me to the winners group, please.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm with them because I don't want to miss out.
Because Cindy, sometimes, and this is what all of us, we hung with the losers and knew that they were losing. You've done it. What do we have today on a Wake the F Up Monday that no one could take away from us, Cindy? You know what that is?
What?
The freedom of choice.
Whoa.
The freedom of choice.
I can't with you right now.
Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. We have a choice today, and I'm going to leave this alone and I'm going to yield my time. We
Hmm.
have the freedom of choice to make the right decisions today if we want all the wrong decisions. Shawn Harvey at this moment has dedicated this time right now to make the right decisions, regardless of what that is, and to hang with the winners.
My phone fell.
Put a number one in the chat room before we start this show if you are a winner and you are making the right choices this morning. I don't care what it is. I yield my time. I yield my time.
Um.
I said I yield my time.
Okay. I mean,
City, are you dedicated
I
right
don't
now?
have nothing to say to that. I mean, you
City,
want
are
to
you
discuss me?
dedicated right now to hang with the winners like your favorite uncle, Shawn Harvey?
I mean, yeah, I want to hang with the winners, but sometimes the losers be popping off. You know what I'm saying? It be lit over there. Too many, you hang with too many winners, you get, boring. You know what I'm saying? They always looking out. They don't want to get arrested. They don't want to look a certain way. Like the losers live out loud and with no effing regret. So, I mean, do I want to die just being a winner? I don't know about that, but I feel you.
Well,
I
you
feel
know what,
you.
Cindy? It is a topic of conversation. No question about it. I think it's hilarious. You are absolutely right. We've all been with losers. We've all in our lifetime we're losing. Yes. And when you with the losers and losing, there is a certain level of drama and excitement, no question about it. But like I always say before this show starts, Cindy, the one thing that I cherish right now in my life at this moment, and I'll be honest with you, and I've been saying this on this show. Stephanie K said balance. That's funny. Uh,
When you're a loser, the only way to go is up. You know what
no
I'm
doubt.
saying?
I
No.
want to say this to the winners and losers. The one thing that I cherish today, right now, my blood pressure is 120 over 80. Let's give Shawn Harvey a round of applause.
Well, good thing you keep up with that. I'm proud of you.
My blood pressure is sexy. I keep telling y'all that each and every day. I want you tomorrow when we do the show the next time. I want everybody's blood pressure in the chat room if you don't mind. I think that is also. I mean, I don't want you to expose your medical records. Of course, there's laws they call HIPAA, right? But put a number one in the chat room if you got decent blood pressure this morning or in the last week or so. Cindy, give me a number one, please. I am 17,000 years old, and I am proud to say that my blood pressure is 120 over 80. Cindy, is your blood pressure anywhere in that realm, young lady?
Yeah, my blood pressure is good.
I'm going to
Always,
give you a round of applause then.
thank you. Always perfect. I'm actually going to the doctor today. So, shout out to me.
Uh, Look at my graph, you 120 over 72. Look, let's clap. Damn, Mike, what are you?
Not not Stephanie being in the comments being messy.
What is she? Stephanie is always out of control.
She said good because I don't want you in hospice like Ray. Stephanie, who's
You know
Ray? Are
what?
you just
No, Cindy, move on. Move, move, Cindy. Well, Cindy, don't you say a word. Welcome to the show,
Stephanie,
guys.
send Ray our love. The hell?
Welcome to the show. Any place on earth where she's a hot, sloppy mess right now. Pause.
I love my girl,
Uh,
Stephanie. Hey, girl.
welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show with the Queen SennyJ.
Not
Uh,
house. He don't even
we
wake
hope
up.
we we hope you guys had a great weekend. Cindy, let's continue on.
Oh, you want to
What's
go to me now?
yeah, let's go to you, Cindy. The more I talk, the more it's going to get really messy. Uh, what's going on, Cindy?
Well, good morning, guys. I hope you guys all
Oh,
had
Cindy, wait. That was one more thing I wanted to say. I'm sorry, I got to yield back my time. So, Cindy, I saw a video on Instagram. The dude, it was a topical, something topical. But I want to hear your thoughts. The girlfriend came home. The boyfriend was crying because the his ex girlfriend passed away. Before we start the show, I just want to hear your thoughts on this. So she got mad at him because he was so emotional because he just found out 15 minutes earlier that his ex-girlfriend passed away. She got mad at him because he was so emotional about the ex-girlfriend passing away. Cindy, this before we start on a Wake the F Up Monday. If you're in a relationship, the boyfriend is highly emotional because an ex-girlfriend passed away. What's how you reacting to this?
Well, that actually happened to a friend of mine.
Okay.
Well, her man was cheating on her with this girl, and the girl ended up dying. And he was sad about it and wanted to go to the funeral. And she was like, she didn't know how to feel. And I was like, girl, don't feel bad. Like, F that girl. Like, keep that same energy. Like, everybody wants to act like, oh, because somebody's dead, let's talk good about the dead. No, keep that same energy. Like, they're dead. Like, if I was like, if you're in a relationship but that's kind of different because they're in a relationship and it's his ex. I mean, he can be sad about it. That also happened to another one, friend of mine.
What happened?
Her husband, um, her husband's ex-girlfriend was my kid's aunt's sister. And they had a little thing. They even had like a little back and forth when they were married. And she ended up dying. And my friend, she was like really she felt for him because they had like a long relationship, and it was, when he was younger, so it was like really intense. And she was like contacting me to see if she could find out like the funeral arrangements and stuff, because they were going to try and go, but the funeral had happened already. So she was like, oh, okay, which I felt like she kind of knew already, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can have some compassion. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. But I mean, don't let it go on for too long. Don't be don't be like boo-hooing. Like, you better do that in the privacy of like the bathroom by yourself when I'm not home. Like, you're good for like one day. don't be don't be dragging it out.
uh,
But I think that's fine. Have some
okay.
compassion. So I didn't see that. Did the guy was it like a skit, or like,
Yeah, it
did
was
it
sort
get
of like a
further?
skit in a sense, but it had that driving point, and she got mad at him and walked out the house because he was sad, and she wanted to go to dinner, and she was like, "Well, then I'm gonna just go to dinner by myself, and you just sit here and do whatever you want," and stormed out the house.
People are so
And she
dramatic.
was like, "So why? What's all this crying all about?"
Yeah.
So it's a touchy situation. I mean, I don't
I
think
think
I've
it
ever
depends on what your relationship was with the ex. You know what I'm saying? I think that determines it.
I do agree with you. You get I'm going to give you a time limit to uh, go through your emotions. My time limit is 7 minutes is enough. 7 minutes. Uh, and then we got to move on. But I will be there for, my partner if needed. For all that holy ghost and crying, we're not doing none of that. Uh,
Maybe if it was your kid's mom, like maybe if there was a baby daddy or a baby mom, like you might have a little bit more feeling. But if there's just an ex, like, come on.
yeah. If you boohooing over an ex that there's no connection, that might be a problem. Right? A baby father, baby mother, where there's some connection there, 25 minutes. An ex that you have nothing to do with, that's going to be a morning for 39 seconds. All right, welcome to
You
the show.
go ahead.
Once again, I'm sorry, saying welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your minds all right. I've talked too much. I'm gonna yield my time to the Queen, SennyJ. Cindy, your skin. What are you doing? Your skin looks like 1,000% better than the last couple of months. Uh, yeah, because you was effed up like 70 days ago. There was a lot going on,
Wow.
and and the collarbone, the neck,
Wow.
the skin, the forehead, the cheekbones. You got a certain shine about yourself. Cindy, what are you doing?
Well, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Well, like we talked about last week, I am pooping twice a day,
Okay.
and I've also been drinking a lot more water.
Good.
So, and I think it's this, like, like I've always said, bam, I think it really does a lot for the situation,
Okay.
but I appreciate it.
Okay. So basically, just on the small spectrum of things, pooping twice and a lot of water.
Yeah, gotta get your system cleaned out. Do it, you guys. Summer's coming.
Okay, Cindy, what's the first thing on deck? Welcome to the show. It's a Wake the F Up Monday. Let's go.
Yes, the first thing, well, I'm gonna get into, we're talking about who's having the best week ever, who's having the worst week ever. Um, and right now, who I have found that I believe is having the worst week ever, is this guy. This seemingly this court case was taken, I believe, May 15th, but he is his his video has been going around. It was a man who was driving with a suspended license while he was on court Zoom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he does need to turn himself in. I believe in a week. I don't know how long he's going to go to jail for, but everybody is doing different memes of him. They're talking about, him and why would he do this? What was his mind frame? But most importantly, it was his look, because he was so surprised that this was happening to him. And I have some of the video here for you guys to see it. If you haven't seen it, it's absolutely hilarious. Hold on with me one second. Put a 1 in the chat room if you've seen this video.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Great. You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now. Just a second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
That's what the charge is, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Oh, they didn't even show his face.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
The guy's face was so hilarious because he was so he was so surprised that they were doing that to him. And I couldn't take it. I was cracking up. I watched the video like a million times. So, sir, I'm so sorry to you if you were in jail. And I don't know how long you'll be in jail for, but maybe like a month or two. You'll be all right. How long you think he's going to be in jail for?
First of all, welcome to the show. And he puts on a week, get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. Going back to your, I complimented you with your great skin, SennyJ. Dwayne Holmes, aka DJ Tall Guy from WBLS, my man, FM radio. He said, nuts are good for the skin. And I'm going to put a pause on that. Nuts are good for the skin.
I didn't say anything about nuts, though, or eating
Yeah,
them.
but let's put a pause on that, bro. Nuts might be good for your skin, sir. Nuts are not good for Harvey's skin. Let's pause that.
Ew.
Exactly.
Did you mean nuts like semen?
Yeah, what nuts did you mean? Could you put a nut up there, bro? Yo,
Are you
tall guy.
implying that I put semen on my face? Is
Right. Like, what are you doing right now, bro? Are you trying to pound one out, my friend?
I'll try anything once.
Whoa.
I just want to know if it's gonna work, though.
I just want to say for the record, nuts are not good for my skin.
And if you did mean semen on the face, how would you know, bro?
Whoa. Then he chill. He might be trying to bang one out right now while you're talking.
Well, I told y'all about that too. It's gonna lead to erectile dysfunction. Cut it out.
Shout out to my man DJ Tall Guy. Calm down, sir. He's always mad at me. Okay. First of all, okay, let's talk about the obvious with this video. I never seen two black men talk like white guys ever before in my life simultaneously.
Shawn, why do you have to take it there?
The driver sound, he put on his best white voice, sound horrible. The judge, who obviously got a command of the English language, he sounds like a Republican. That's the first thing that caught my whole thing with this.
What?
Black guys, go with your regular black voice. Stop switching up when you're around Babylonians.
That's right, Stephanie. What's sounding white? Don't do that.
Both of them. That's sounding white. Sounding white is when you use all syllables in the sentence. We don't do that, black folks. We don't do that. We chop up our word, knock it off. And then there's a certain cadence and a certain sound that when we get around white folks, we got to start talking white. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about, Stephanie.
I'm weak.
Now, put a number one in the chat room if you ever driven suspended. Cindy, give me 17 number ones ASAP.
Okay, let me get in there for you.
Put a number one in the chat room if you ever. Y'all calling this guy dumb, which he is. Number one in the chat room.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to give you 17 number ones.
Give me 17 number ones. Put a number one chat room if you ever driven suspended before we start talking about how dumb this guy is. Give me, Cindy, change that. Give me 74 number ones, please.
Okay. Coming right up.
Now, in driving suspended, look at Stephanie, I'm driving suspended now. Stop it, Steph. You are not driving. Stop it. Knock it off. Now,
we're not judging
when we was driving suspended, right? And let's discard the camera and the zoom. We'll talk about that in a minute. When driving suspended, if you ever drove a car suspended, there is a small percentage of a certain behavioral change in the way we drive when we're suspended. Example number one, we might drive in the mornings. We might have our seatbelt on. We might check to see if all our blinkers are working. We make sure the car is washed. We put a Make America Great Again bumper sticker on the car. We put support police on the car when you're driving suspended.
I would never.
We put support police on the car when you're driving suspended. Thank you, Cindy. So it doesn't negate the fact that, just like this guy, we switch up when we're driving suspended or we're doing something wrong. So let's talk about that before we judge this guy. Now, let's talk about, SennyJ, and I would love your opinion about this, how Zoom conferences and StreamYard conferences and Facebook and Instagram lives are destroying people because they don't realize that everything is on camera.
What?
Which goes to the next thought, why this guy literally forgot that he was driving and on camera. Now you see how it all comes back together and how it all makes sense.
No, we don't.
All of us, or some of us, I speak for Harvey, our attention spans in this country has deteriorated at least 20% in the last 10 years because we got these cell phones and mobile devices rammed right up our booty hole. Pause. So we don't pay attention as much as we did back in the days. I'm gonna put a pause on booty hole. We don't pay attention as much as we used to back in the day. That's facts. He wasn't paying attention. He was driving suspended, and he had his court date on Zoom. This was a trifecta of him to be a dumbass for what he did.
But I don't think that That's not
Excuse me.
First of all, though, because you're saying, cameras are watching you. He knew a camera was watching him. I mean, I think this goes like, what was going on in your mind? Maybe
Cindy,
I feel like he didn't even know what he was going to court for. Like, I don't know
Cindy,
why somebody would do that.
Cindy, he knew he was suspended. I'm telling you for the reasons why I'm telling you right now. We can't pay attention like we used to. He knew if he was paying attention, he would have pulled over, got out the car, was in a coffee shop, do whatever in his house. Or he said he was going to his doctor's appointment. He could have went to the doctor's lobby and had his court procedure, but he simply wasn't paying attention. How many times now people text and drive and get into accidents because they're not paying attention? Whether he's smart or dumb or not is irrelevant to me. It's the fact that we have a liability now of paying attention. We don't have our attention spans are corroded right now. We can't pay attention. I'm not paying attention right now. Cindy not paying attention to me right now.
I just think it's still on him. It's not on Zoom. It's not on social media. It's not anybody else's fault but his own. And I don't know. I don't know why his lawyer didn't advise him if he did have a lawyer. Like, I don't know. This was just crazy. He's having the worst week ever because everybody's calling him dumb.
Right, he is dumb.
He could, turn this around. He could turn this around for himself. He's viral right now, put out a t-shirt or something. If I were him, I'd put out a t-shirt with like his face on it that says it wasn't me.
That's funny. But you see everybody, you see how SennyJ contradicts herself. SennyJ is half socialist and half libertarian. But you see how he has a capitalistic thought right now? My whole thing is this. The judge should practice some kind of leniency with him, even though he got caught in a cookie jar.
The judge can't practice leniency. He would look like...
I'm just saying, the judge told him, all agreements are off the table, turn yourself in at 6:00, right? So when he gets there at 6:00 or whatever, the judge should just don't give him another driving while suspended, because that's technically he could get another charge of driving suspended because he was driving.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
I hope the judge throw that out and continue on with whatever charges he had.
That's his only charge.
Cindy, that's another charge. He was driving suspended. The judge was watching.
His original charge is for driving with a suspended license.
See, there you go. You're not paying attention to what I'm saying. Of course, you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is he's driving suspended. That's another driving suspended, Cindy.
Yeah, you need to be charged with that.
No, but but what I'm saying is maybe the judge can practice some kind of clemency and throw that out. He was dumb. That was
the second charge.
Yeah, because this is a second charge. Him driving in the court.
No, I wouldn't do that because you blatantly disrespecting me, and it's recorded that you disrespected the order of the court. You got to get hit double for that. And it's not like this is like a 16 or 18-year-old kid. Maybe I can see it with that, but you a grown-ass man. And why are you calling in anywhere while you're on the phone? You're not supposed to do that.
Well, I just said that. That's for the reason why I just said.
No. Hit him with everything. You need to learn a lesson clearly.
Sharon, everybody, Sharon Barnes. Let's clap for Sharon. Good morning.
Morning, Sharon. We haven't seen you, girl.
Yeah, because these last couple of
Sharon,
Mondays
we can't hear you.
These last couple of months we haven't been on a Monday. That's why we haven't she hasn't been on the show. But Sharon, if you can hear us, what do you think? What you guys think? Should they throw out this suspended while driving the second time, practice some clemency, or should they charge him with an additional driving while suspended?
Sharon, we still can't hear you. Do you have a
Sharon.
try taking off your Bluetooth? If it doesn't work, then leave and then try and come back in. Or Sean might have to send you a new link.
Okay, I'll send her the new link. Go ahead, Cindy. Who's having?
Yeah, send her another link. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but you know what, Cindy, you're absolutely right. Even though you frowned on capitalism, he should do that. He should. Uh, uh, you can have a windfall fall with this. The slogan you just said would work perfect for him. And you're right. The look that he had on his face, that dumb look. If dumb look was a look, that was the look. That was his look. All right, go ahead.
Clearly. Send Sharon a new link.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. Who is having the best week ever? I mean, this is a horrible ass story, but I mean, basically he got off. So if I were him, I'd be having a good ass week. This man, he's having the charges dropped against him. He was accused of killing his girlfriend's baby. And because the DA told a reporter he only babysat to get laid, it infringed on his right to due process. And so the judge threw out the case. This is his name. He's 22 years old. His name is William Jacobs. Look at this psychopath. Okay. And okay, hey Sharon. He was the last person to care for this baby. His girlfriend, her name was 21-year-old Brooke Crawford. She left the two alone while she went to work. A coroner ruled that the baby died of blunt force trauma to the head. He basically told the police that he was changing the baby's diaper when all of a sudden the baby went stiff and began making gargling noises. He also confessed to allegedly abusing the baby before by biting him on the arm while playing with him too hard and hitting his head on the bathroom door frame while he was trying to make him vomit in the toilet. Why he was trying to make the baby vomit, nobody knows. Basically, he was working at this Motel 6 where this girl was living or staying with her baby. He worked at the front desk. They began dating. He moved into her room after that. And, he was watching the baby for her while she went out somewhere. Anyways, 911 was called and all of that. The district attorney, she was doing a news interview with a local news outlet, and she was saying, I'm going to be very blunt. He has zero investment in this child. She said he was watching that baby so he can get laid. That's it, and have a place to sleep. I'm sorry to be blunt, but honest to God, that's what's going on. She said he has a pretty awful past, including fondling his mom. She said it's not good. It's kind of weird. What kind of kid fondles their mom, right? So the judge felt like her making these comments violated his right to due process because, you're not supposed to, everything is allegedly. You're not supposed to talk bad about people on trial if you're involved with the case. You don't want to taint the public's opinion of this person before they go to trial. So the charges were dismissed. And this 22-year-old freako is free. So, and he's not charged with killing a baby. So I guess he's having the best week ever.
That, listen, that mama got to be held accountable. You dating somebody and you know all of these things about him. What
No,
is
she
that
didn't.
say?
That's stuff that he told to the police after the fact. I mean,
Oh,
but I mean, he's working at the place where you live, girl. Like, what's going on? But I mean, you don't. I mean, but it also goes, who really knows anybody, right? You don't know that there are people that get with people and find out that their, stepdad or stepmom's been molesting them for years and stuff like this. Like, who really knows
if
anybody?
if I ask AI about you, it's going to tell me. Google search is going to tell me. Google sitemap is going to tell me where you live. Do your research, people. You gotta Google.
See, here's the problem. And welcome to the show, Karen.
Good morning.
Uh, Good to see you. And you look well. You look well. God bless. I'm for sure your blood pressure is 120 over 80 as well. Now, the problem with both of you, young ladies, God bless both of you. You know, you're not even seeing the whole picture here. There's probably a lot of drugs involved in this. Nobody's talking about that.
Not a lot of
Uh,
drugs involved.
this whole story and scenario, it needs to happen with someone underneath a mood altering, mind changing chemical. I think there's a lot of weed, beer, the drugs. There's a lot of that going on here, unfortunately. And the baby paid the price, and I'm sad for that. Uh, but for the judge, I question the judge. At least with the other judge, this guy's going to get his license suspended a few times. Literally throwing the book out, and for the judge to throw out this case just so abruptly like that, I have an issue with that, because what about this baby's loved ones and the people who are related to this baby? This man's going to walk free for all the horrific things he's done to this baby, and he gets off on a technicality. Come on, let's knock it off. For him to do it again, he fondled his mom. Who does that?
A fondler.
Right.
I don't know. I need to know
A
more about the
fondler. Thank
mom.
you, Jared. She said a fondler. Should we even be singing that? Exactly. Like, now he's roaming the streets to do it again.
Somebody gonna cut his hands off. He gonna be fondless.
Right. He's gonna be having to watch his back.
That's right.
First
So,
hands.
Sharon, let's go back with just one route. Let's rewind selector.
Not rewind.
Sharon, have you ever drove suspended license like SennyJ and myself?
Absolutely not. I've never had my license suspended, let alone drive while
All
it's
right. Well,
suspended.
You see what I'm talking about when you
Let's
hang with winners?
I know.
let's
I
go
When you
know.
hang with
right. Let's
winners,
go
they
there.
don't.
Let's go there. Let's go
Yeah.
there. Right.
When you hang with winners, there's
Right.
no zest for life.
Exactly,
No
Sharon.
adrenaline rush.
Sharon,
License.
Sharon,
Look,
Sharon, live a little bit. Drive suspended for a little
look.
bit.
License never. My joint got. I got. See, my joint is so good. It got the one on the back. I got like if you don't have this, you're out. If you still got that
Not
paper one, you're suspended. If you
All
still
right.
have
Well,
the paper one, you're suspended.
whatever,
Sean.
whatever, Sharon Barnes, because Cindy J and myself are proud suspended drivers. We've been down with the suspended drivers union for years.
and I still kept my license. I never turned it in.
Now,
Right, the
now, now,
paper one. How
now,
did I know?
I'm not suspended, but it happened at least once in my life, and so have a lot of other folks in the chat room. So Sharon, God bless you, since you've never been
Never.
suspended.
Never, ever. But listen, that judge, right? That judge had someone else on who violated while in a chat with him. So this is regular for this judge. If you Google a judge's name, you're going to see that that judge had another run in with someone else while online doing similar the same thing. So anybody that gets that judge does foolish things. If you notice when that judge was looking, he was looking like, am I being punked? Like he was looking like I'm waiting for somebody to say I'm being punked because this guy really like we all have somebody in our family who is like that. Like
Yeah.
word, word. No, he's all proud. Yeah, I'm pulling into the doctor's office right now. Just a minute. Let me get my park on. I was like, and the judge is looking, and you see his lawyer. She's like, I'm all but everything trying not to get myself suspended because, bruh, it's just like you up on murder charges and you stabbing someone while you're talking to the judge. Yeah, just wait a minute. I'm just finished cutting them up. Like that's equivalent to what he. But that judge has been in a situation prior to this one, the same thing. So I kind of think there's a little bit of something going on there because what's the chances of this happening the third time?
Well, that's probably why he has it. He probably releases them because I mean, people. A lot of people don't realize how common like people just do the stupidest things and think like it's totally normal. It's crazy.
Look, wild.
It
There's so
is.
much stuff. There's so much stuff going on, and I want to talk about the WNBA. OMG.
Oh no. Okay, tell us about it, girl.
So right now you have Caitlin Clark, who is a bad,
Mm-hmm.
and she's in the she's in the league now, right? And
Okay.
she's getting filed hard by these women. And so the media is like, don't like, oh, you guys are hitting her too hard. She's getting filed and it's abusive. And the Chicago Sky, they're thugs and they're bullies and deliberately they like, so it's giving all of the other women, they're giving us names, like in essence, like soon as somebody touches Caitlin Clark, it's like ooh. And then when we're playing, like, girlfriend, you're in here with women now, these women don't care, you did
Right.
this right here during the playoffs. And then when she did it, us, oh my God, she's like, this WNBA stuff is turning into a complete ruckus. A complete ruckus. Listen, Caitlin Clark play basketball. All right. Now, if your team members, now I'm going to say this because this is important. If your team members are not coming to your defense, what does that say? Because in the NBA, let's say me and Sean, we on the same team. Sydney, you push me. Sean is gonna come and push you because Sean is on my team. Like
Right.
he's got his back. Now for Caitlin, who's been, I mean, they waxing her up. None of her team members are coming to help her. They're like, what does that
Right.
say? You
Well,
stinking up your locker room too?
welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Sharon Barnes. We truly appreciate you guys tuning in, like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever. And then we glorify the women's movement, equality.
Watch it, Sean.
We need to get paid the same amount of money.
Watch it, Sean.
Even though recently the Indiana Fever has outdrawn the Indiana Pacers in attendance, it's a great look. But the human nature factor still plays a part in it, especially with women. A lot of catfighting, a lot of hating. Uh, Women's coming to the game. She can't even break us. She can't even score 20 points a game because this chick is every night in a rugby match. And if you think the Soul Sisters is gonna help this pure Babylonian out of Iowa, and this is pure Babylonian. She's Nova Scotian Babylonian. She is Arctic Babylonian. She's a
Nova
Viking.
Scotia.
I'm
And if
done.
you think that the Soul Sisters is gonna sit there and have her back when she got a $20 million Nike contract and the $2.4 million or whatever it is for the next 3 years, she's playing on a bad team anyway. And the girl, when she shoved her on the floor, I was like, ha, I like that. She shoved her so hard that woman should be in the penalty box playing hockey. Now, if you come in out pick number one, you got to bring that heat and that noise, regardless of whether if you're a man or a woman. But it's clearly, you can see the animosity between these women.
Mhm.
The hate and the cat fighting is on 10.
It's not animosity though, Sean. It's
Yes,
playing
it is.
this. You know what it is? It's
Yes,
playing the
it is.
sport, and the women that are there already is like, listen, you're not coming in here with this little I'm gonna shoot when I feel like it. You coming in here and you banging up against grown women who've been in the league already. That
No,
you're feeling stuff that you never
no,
felt. This chick is feeling
no,
earthquakes. They don't even have
no,
earthquakes in Iowa. She
no,
know now. She
no.
get
I
They didn't
understand
have
that. No,
earthquake.
no, that's not it. It's part of it, but it's not it.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for Caitlin Clark, uh, to the ladies in the WNBA, your punk asses would still be at the Terminal D waiting for a regular flight like everybody else. Now y'all got chartered flights. You don't have to fly with the others.
and thank you for letting the Babylonians do something that helps us for a change. So we applaud that.
Now we
What
have to
else
like.
can you do?
Cindy has reported on this show many a times how many times WNBA players were stuck at airports somewhere in Minnesota trying to connect to Chicago to get to New York. Caitlin Clark has done that. But
Thank you.
even if that's the case, the other women don't appreciate this young lady. You are not going to come into the pro league and do what you did on the collegiate level. And this is a detriment to her because if Caitlin Clark don't step up and fast, you're going to be deemed regular. If you don't start winning now and start fighting back, Caitlin, put your hands on one of these sisters.
Can I tell you, I got it
Somebody.
personally yesterday from the horse, the mouth, that what we don't see is what's going on behind the scenes. They said she better go take some Taibo classes or something because more is coming.
They said that a lot of this is like a lot of times when rookies come into the season, that they have a lot of, hazing that goes on, or a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Basically letting letting them know their rank or whatever. So is there a possibility that there's any of that going on?
Absolutely
Like
not.
maybe as time goes on, they won't be hazing her so bad.
No, she's not
Amazing.
being she's not being hazed. She's being told where her place is. And your place is not now. The media stuck you in front. Not us. We didn't put you in front. You have to earn your way. Because remember, you have players that's been in the league. You have players that was there before her. You've got the ones that came in last year. And you're not going to come in and be the face of the league. So now remember, you have on the New York Liberty, what's the girl's name? Lanescu, right?
Mm.
That was the face of the NBA. Now you have Caitlin. So Lanescu is like, excuse me? Okay, come over here, y'all. Let's chat. Now remember, they take each other out to lunch, and then somebody has to pay the bill. Miss Kate was like, paying for y'all. Okay. You see her sliding across that floor, right? Do you see any teammates coming over there to help her? You see they
So
giving her
Well,
the elbow.
why would I want to pay for people that are being mean to me?
No, no. So you have to earn your way inside of that circle. Just because you're there doesn't mean you're there.
So it's like a hazing. It's like
No,
a
not a hazing at all. Just pay
Cindy,
the bill,
what
Sydney.
would you call it? It's like
Cindy,
a they feel like
Cindy,
you should do this to get to
no,
your certain
Cindy,
stance of where
Cindy,
you're at. They want to put you
Cindy,
through trials and tribulations to
yeah,
get to
Cindy,
where you need to be.
Cindy, it's more of a tradition in a sense
Oh,
where
that's what you want to call it? I mean,
no,
we can do semantics all day, but that's what it is. They basically want to shit on you until they feel like you're at where you need to be at. And let's be clear, Caitlin Clark does not control the media. If somebody want to put the spotlight on you, I don't see her walking around acting like she better than anybody. Even when she was getting into those fights during whatever the playoffs or whatever, she wasn't say she was like, this happened. I don't have anything against this person. We're playing, da da da. People wanted to blow up the hand thing because she's feeling cocky because she's playing a good game, like every other player does. How are you gonna fault somebody for doing something to her that other she didn't ask, she didn't go to Ice Cube and ask for any type of money to be part of his league, but because the media got a hold of it, now everybody wants to come at her and treat her some type of way. How could she help when people put a spotlight? People should be coming at the media for giving her unfavorable attention compared to other players and games that were going on. South
well,
Carolina had an undefeated season. Nobody was talking about that, but that's Caitlin Clark's fault. Like, put blame where it needs to be put, though. That's
uh,
all I'm saying.
Cindy J and Sharon, the Indiana Fever have a terrible basketball record. They're 2 wins, 9 losses. They got blown out last night by the New York Liberty, 104-68. Caitlin Clark, who is supposed to be averaging over 20 points a ball game, has not achieved that. A certain game she's having a terrible time transitioning just from the basketball, just from the player aspect of it. If this woman don't change this around within the regular season or maybe next year, she is done. Now, the other women, Cindy, I hear everything you're saying about the media exploiting this whole situation, and there is some valid points with that. I agree. The Soul Sisters don't care. Sharon makes a point as well.
Pay the bill.
Yo, you call it hazing. It's a tradition. She is going to have to prove herself in this new realm on the professional level. And she's going to get knocked around, and her teammates is not going to help her. If she refused to buy dinner or lunch or whatever, that's going to be another problem. This is not good for her. If she
Not at all.
doesn't, and if she makes the all-star team and all that with terrible stats, that's a problem as well. This woman is not the face of this league. She is the face of the league for the moment. But if this continues to trend like this, and come on, for me personally, I'll be honest, I got some kind of pleasure of seeing my beloved niece ram her down to the floor for some strange reason. Maybe it was something, it was an ancestry thing. Maybe it came back from my grandfather. When I saw that woman ram her in the back and she hit the deck, I was like, okay. Caitlin, this is your favorite uncle talking to you. I got a message for you. You might have to smack a bitch.
It
Something's
looks like a bunch of mean girling and bullying to me.
you might have a point there as well.
You got to pay the you have to. So it's not just that team, it's the league as a whole. You got to do your part. Once you do your part, then your team will pick you up, right? She's not doing her part because of her agent is telling her what terrible advising. He's advising her as to what to do. And because she's falling into that realm, like, okay, you're you're the glory right now, so you don't have to do this. Well, when she stops getting knocked around, one, two, when you see her teammates helping her, remember when you're watching the game, if you're watching it, you'll say she paid the bill. Aaliyah went out yesterday also. Oh, my ankle hurts. All of a sudden, Caitlin, I think my eardrum is busted, so she can come out of the game because guess what? It's set. And then right after that, they just played the game. They was too far down to come back and win, but then they just played the game. There was no more hitting, no more nothing. They tell her, oh, we're gonna find the other girl $1,000. You know what $1,000 is? Her father swiped his card and paid that yesterday right there. It's
Mhm.
nothing. You have to be. It's part of. It's like the NBA. The NBA has their set rules also. So does the WNBA. So when you get in there, you got to fit in. You got to do your thing. Sydney, I'll tell her that
I
you're
mean,
concerned about her.
is she not playing the game?
No,
What more could she really be doing
the
when
game
Uh,
is
her
in
own
full.
teammates and other teammates are constantly trying to F her up? Like, and let's get it clear, like, what is this girl like? She's young. She's playing at a different caliber. I mean, everybody says when you go to, the big leagues, when you go to this, when you go to this. I mean, I don't think I mean, and maybe because the media hypes her up, everybody's expecting her to be this A1 player, but apparently she's just average. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of teams have average ass players. I mean, I don't really know what more she's supposed to do if she's out playing the game. I don't know. I don't know what
Well,
they want her to do. Turn into Michael Jordan? What more can she do?
in the world famous saying in the movie 12 Years a Slave, the guy looked at the other and said, "You an average, he's an average nigga." Now, here's the problem. In all the categories like scoring and rebounding and assists and all these important, markers, she's nowhere in sight. She's nowhere. She is not. She plays a lot of minutes, but she in all the categories that are important, all the stats, she's not there. She's at points. She's not top
How
five
long
points.
has she even been in the league? Hasn't it been like 3 months?
you
Like,
got you.
why don't we give this girl like a year? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Isn't the season about to be over? Like, I don't
No,
even understand.
the
Like,
league is.
didn't they just graduate college? Like, I don't understand where they want this girl to be at. And she
Cindy,
just hit the
Cindy,
court. Like,
Do you
I
know
don't
who
know. I
Angel
miss
Reese
the game.
is? Do you know who Angel Reese is?
Yeah.
Angel Reese is killing right now. Nobody's slinging, slashing her across the court. You know why? Because she paid the bill.
Did she pay the so what, a dinner
Yes.
bill or what
yeah, but
bill? Because
Cindy,
didn't they all just get there?
Cindy, the pressure's on due
What
to the
bill? I'm trying to figure out what bill you gotta
Cindy,
pay.
Cindy, the pressure's on. Remember, Nike gave her 20 or 30 million dollars to wear a shoe. She's the
But that's
highest
not
paid.
her fault. That's not her fault.
I'm just saying, Cindy, she has to. Cindy, imagine somebody gave you $20 million a day to play basketball and gave you $3 or $4 million for the next 4 years. You
Okay,
get out there
and then
and you
I get on
get
the
the movie
court
stuff.
and you want to punch me out every day. You look like a hater. Don't be
Cindy,
mad at me. Literally be mad at the game, girl. Like what? You
Pay
want
a
her to be
bill.
mad at her privilege? You want her to be mad at her privilege because she's white and they want to prop her up and make her seem like that. You want her to be mad about it? I ain't gonna be mad about it. Okay,
so
I'm
Cindy,
gonna do me. And
oh,
y'all
so
can keep
Cindy,
getting fined for throwing me on the ground, whatever. I still get my check. Like, it's not hurting anybody, but making her look like the victim and putting more shine on her and making a bunch of black women look like bitches. I mean, who is it
right.
really helping?
Now, I was saying that in the beginning. I was just see how everything comes
Black,
full.
black, these black women are just playing into the stereotypical
Listen,
trope. They're not
listen,
doing anything to help themselves. More of
listen.
these white these Babylonians are going to be more happy giving her more money. Like,
Right.
so who's
The,
really winning?
see, the blacks can't beat the Babylonians up like that in public. It never wins. And the problem is with these young ladies, they have taken their egos, they can't put it to the side. This woman has graced the basketball court, and there's nothing that they can do about it. But the only choices that they have is when she comes around the screen, they're going to give her a hard body check and put her on the ground. And let me tell you something, this woman is in her early 20s. She's 6 feet tall. That's tall for a woman. I think women that's 6 feet tall, I think that's a good look. And Hill, she's probably 6'3". This is a tall person. Does it matter? This woman is going, and maybe she might, because some of these women, they put on makeup. The girls got they weave popping, eyelash, they got lipstick. Maybe she needs to switch up as well. She looks too plain. She might got to dress up a little bit. I don't know. Like she might have to urbanize herself. If you can't beat them, join them. Something's got to happen here. She's got to have a conversation. She's got to apologize. Right. Pay for lunch. Do something. This is what's going to happen is the WNBA or the the ESPNs of the world and ABC, they're going to stop broadcasting her games if she keeps losing like this.
No, they're
They're
just going to
banking
continue.
everything on this
They're
chick
just
and
going to
she's not
continue
performing.
to write stories about how black women are bullies, and that's all. That's what they're going. The media loves to downplay black women and make them look like angry women. So that's
They,
what they're going to continue to do. You think they're going to stop broadcasting Caitlyn, and that's what
Yeah.
they've been doing? No, they're
they,
not.
they're going to keep broadcasting the game. They're going to just focus on the other players. So Aaliyah Baylor, she's going to be back to the focus where she was until Caitlyn pays her bill. And also, what you guys don't know is a little behind. Like I'm not supposed to say this, but a little. She be talking trash about what she's going to do when she gets in the game, and it gets to the other teams. And once the other teams hear that, they like, really? Now, I don't know if people watching the game, but her and that other player, they were having beef already because they was trash talking. So she came up, walked up to her and said, "Yeah, B, all right, we gonna see." So the next play, she came up and intentionally bodied her hard and was like, "Okay, whatever the penalty is, I'll take it." The head coach, the assistant coach, the third coach off the bench, the trainer, they were all okay with it. It was like, do what you have to do because that's what they do inside of this thing here. That's what they do. The men do it too. We just get to see it in a different realm. Right? The cameras are all up on us now because we women. I mean, they're all up on us. But guess what? The media loves it. The WNBA loves it because it's more ticket sales. These arenas are sold out. WNBA games never been sold out. I know the people. I can't even get a comp ticket. That's how sold out it is. Crazy, but I
All right.
love it.
All right. Well, shout out to the WNBA. I'm a fan. I'm with it. Whatever happens, happen. And for the record, I've been a WNBA fan on this show before SennyJ and Miss Miko. So that's for the record. Shout out to the WNBA.
I'm
I'm
still not a
not gonna bring,
WNBA fan.
I'm not gonna bring my wife to a WNBA game to the Liberty because I remember I told you a horrific story when the Liberty started playing 20 something years ago. I took my third baby mother to the Liberty game, and all the studs was trying to take my lady. We had to leave in the third quarter because it was stud heaven, and they was just trying to bag my lady at the time. And I was like, "That's it, I'm done. There'd be none of that because WNBA games are stud headquarters, no question about it. You want to get you a stud, you go to a Liberty game. It's a stud convention. Cindy, if you're into the studs and into the lesbians, go to a Liberty game. You'll find your true lover. That's it. I'm not taking my wife down there because I don't want a stud to take my wife.
Well, what if it was a bunch of men? You go to an NBA game, there's men all up in there looking for the women. You gonna do the same thing?
Nah,
You gonna
men
leave the
is
game?
different. Men are different because
Men are
men,
worse.
no, they're not. Men are like, at least they're respectable. They might try to do something on the low. They might stare, whatever. Men do that. Studs,
What they do?
Sharon, the studs were coming up to my baby mother and was like, yo, what's going on? What's happening? I said, yo, whoa, this is my lady. All right, that's cool. What's up, man? What's going on? Like they were doing that. Yo, like five of them. And my baby mother was like, oh my God. I was like, we gotta get out of here before somebody touch your vagina. Studs, you are so disrespectful.
Oh God.
And Sharon, I haven't been to a Liberty game in 20 years, so I ask you this question. Are there still studs at the game?
They're at the game, they're in the locker room, they're in the green room, they're outside the thing, you know. But us women, we know how to handle them. There's eye contact that's made, there's words that are said, like, listen here. Strictly, I'm not gonna finish that because everybody on here know what comes after that, right, Sydney? Strictly. Okay. And then the
Word.
other one is, listen here, you don't have enough testosterone for me. And then they walk away. But like you, Sean, you probably felt a little bit threatened because it was five of them. Hey, men are worse. They come up, yo, what's up, Sean? You ain't spoke to this guy in 25 years. Yo, what's going on? Yo, my brother, what's happening? Yo, who this? This your girl right here? And then they looking at her like, this your girl? All right. Yeah, yo, Sean, I'm going to be sitting over there in section 231, row 3, seat 2. That wasn't for you, Sean. Women, we know that was for us. Yo, but let me go to the bathroom right now. Like they're giving their whole thing, and you
No,
sitting there. Yo, okay, bro. I see you at your seat. Next
Sharon,
thing you know, she
Sharon,
get up. She go to the ladies' room, trickle her way off the road 23, seat row 23, and next thing you know, she got the digits. Bong.
it's that
Not
Sandy's
bomb.
song, Sharon. You sound like a Netflix. No, that's not happening. I'm saying that studs. I don't know what planet Sharon's on with this, but I'm saying that studs will roll up on you and try to take your lady. These what these people do. I'm telling you. Tony's Bird been on this show. Our favorite stud. She says it 1,000 times. That's what these people try to do. They try to take your lady, and it happened to me. And I've been traumatized ever since. And it was 24 years ago that 5 to 10 studs try to take my baby mother from me at the Liberty game. Okay.
Look,
That's
Tony
fine.
said to me, "Yo, you look good." I was like, "Okay," and that's it.
Where women know how to talk to women. That's why he was scared because she was smiling probably a little too hard.
I know she was
She was she,
smiling.
Your baby,
she was teasing. She was like,
yeah,
"Hi,
because they
how are
know.
you?" Bat
I
my
know
eyes, like, "Yeah, I could go over there. I could be tempted."
absolutely. That's why we're
Yeah,
not doing it.
but Sean, it's the woman you have to trust. Now, if she's leaning over there, then but if you have somebody like me and Sydney, we like, nah, step,
No,
sit.
you
I don't
gotta
know. I flirted with a stud one time. It was kind of fun.
yo,
I was
Wait a
like,
minute.
really, girl?
I
I
need
was
some
like,
tea.
girl,
Wait a
girl,
minute.
stop before we end up somewhere. Stop playing around. She was pushing up on me real hard all night and bought me two
yeah,
drinks.
that's right. Sydney- Yeah,
You got the
Sydney's
two
been
drinks,
on that.
Sydney?
I was almost there, but we had somewhere to go. So I was like, bye, girl.
Oh, I'm not gonna judge.
I'm not going to judge either. I was like, you really look like a guy. But she had like really long eyelashes. I was like, but your eyes are really pretty.
Oh my gosh. I think we good. We had a great show
Right.
today.
It was
Uh,
really
Put a number one chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number two if you didn't. Cindy, before we give Sharon the last word. What words you have, Cindy? For me, stud, stay away from my lady. Cindy, what you got?
You guys have a good week.
Good. Sharon.
My word for the day is patience. Everybody just have patience. Sean, have patience. Have patience this week, no matter what. Just wait it out. Have patience and trust that the Lord is going to come through and He's going to give you what you need. You have to let Him lead and then you follow. All right. If you let Him lead and you follow, it'll work for you. If you jump ahead of Him, He's going to say, go ahead. And you're going to fall into the pothole. So this week, be patient. Practice being patient. Sending you guys all love. Miss you guys. Also, I want to invite Sydney and Sean and the listeners. June 10th is opening day at Dykeman. I've got the 2 VIP seats for you two, definitely on deck. All right, Sydney, you got to come down out of the mountains. Come down.
What day is that? Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's a Monday. So we want to talk about what's happening after that.
Okay,
All right,
girl.
All right,
Cindy.
guys. Dykeman Park.
So Cindy, next Monday we're going down there.
Okay. That
Yes.
sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Sharon.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
And let's give a big round of applause to Sharon fingernails. Let's clap for the color. Sharon, can we see the color? If the if the
Oh, that's like a sea foam. It's
yeah,
pretty.
if the power goes out, we will follow Sharon nails. So we definitely
They glow in the
appreciate,
dark.
no doubt. All right, let's clap. See you guys Thursday, man. You guys be safe. We are out of here, okay?
Love you
Bye,
guys.
guys. Share the
Bye.
show.